Your music, NAMM 2024, and Thomas Blue. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine. Yeah, NAMM is back, and I'm back here with the Amp X. Finally, at the final stage is not released, but I can show you some of the goodest.
Well, do you remember? I saw you 4 years ago, and you had the study, which was on my channel.
And I thank you for naming this a study, because in 2020 I was ready for that next level in guitar amplification. Okay, this is a big speech here, but the thing is, with all my background of the tube amps and the digital amps and the transistor amps and my past with Houston Kettner and my 10 years with BluGuitar now, I thought it's time to have the final solution for myself that brings in all my beloved vintage amps and all my pedal collections, my full collection in one product. And that's what I was dreaming about for many, many years. So
you told me it was a study, but the study is now reality.
Exactly.
It's actually here in person. Yeah. Can I touch it?
Yes.
I've touched the Amp X, everybody.
Yeah.
So show me then.
This is my, this is like a Amp 1 vintage channel now, which I'm playing now. Which is cool, that what you heard in the intro. But now I flick a switch, and this is my 1969 50-watt Plexi, which is the model 1987, which is the amp I based my vintage channel on, which is an inspiration. But now the final thing does exactly what the original does. I have power amp saturation, like. This is like almost talking volume here.
Yeah, it is. So what people want to know is how much in here is actually working as of today.
Well, there's basic sound effects like delays, and I have like some nice delays like this one.
Effects are done, the voicings are done for the different
amps?
Well,
there's some effects done, because this is like an endless project. It's an open project. I will never be like completed without a sound. This is a platform, and I will bring updates every year for new delays, for new whatever modulation effects and new amps. But I have the basic sounds of my amps covered. I have a few pedals covered. I have some reverb, I have some delays, I have some modulation. What I'm doing right now is I will do more high gain amps, because I started with the amps that I love the most to be 100% certain that my circuitry allows me to replicate any of my amps and other amps of that genre. But my claim is to reproduce any amp or create any amp in the future. And I have to look more into the high gain territory. There is already some high gain here. Oh, sorry, this was way too loud. Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah, okay. But it's. Okay. I know I can do that better, and that takes me another month maybe 2, and then I can finalize the hardware. The hardware is already working, as you can see, and I have been already gigging with this, with my sounds. But I want to make the metal guys as happy as I am. So this needs a little bit more attention, and then we will see.
We're close. Have you got a date in mind to release?
Date is always something hard to tell, but I would say it will definitely be seen this year. Second half of the year, definitely. Not before that. Before that, it's me and a few beta tester people. But then the first shipment should be second half of the year, and then, yeah.
Can you just, to finish up, because I've been curious about this, can you just show me how you would, like, so you get out of the box, you want to make a basic patch or rig for your gig. Can you just, I haven't really seen the interface. Like, can you just show me quickly, like, how you would have a clean with a delay or something like that?
The first thing is that maybe we have a starting point of amp. So if I am in the amp section, I have a bunch of amps I can choose now from. This is Iridium Modern, that's the JMP, that's a Tweed Deluxe, and AC30, blah blah blah. So I can choose one of these amps, and then so this is my amp. These controls are now the controls of this amp. Plus I have extra features. I can have a boost. When I switch to boost, it shows me that this is the boost of the Replex, which is a tube pedal. So I can combine these two. The X controls will show me what the boost is doing, because I was hitting the boost. So if there are more parameters, but this has only a drive and a volume. It also shows me this is an amp from the vintage category. So I have my favorite amps that I can assign to the switch. So in a live moment, I can always have my first choice clean amp here, vintage amp, or whatever. I just use that switch to have direct access on your, main amps in collection. And so I could combine this like with a delay here or modulation effects, and then store it as a preset, give this a name, and learn. And then this will be a preset. I don't want to override my nice presets now.
No, of course. But the signal chain is displayed here, is it?
Well, basically, if I go here, let me show you. This is the signal chain. We start with the input, and there's a gate, and that kind of thing is not 100% finished yet, because the input stage has also a impedance selector. There are certain pedals that have low impedance, other high impedance, and that is part of what can be set here. Then there's a wah-wah slot, which is all analog. All that stuff is analog. There's a boost section, there is a drive pedal section, and they all can go on at the same time.
Can you change the order of the effects? Or are they
no, because it's analog. This is kind of set. No, the special is a digital insert point. If I want to have like drop tuning pedals and stuff like that, there's a modulation for like choruses. There's delay for like whatever different type delays, and this is all before the amp. There's a reverb. Then there comes the amp section. And then there comes the post effects section. You could probably see how this also switches from pedal to amp,
effects,
and then to effects. And then finally the effects here is like a stereo modulation post effect if wanted, stereo delay and stereo reverb. And then finally the speaker simulation. And then when I'm in one of these categories, I have direct access always to the parameters.
Show that.
So these go directly connected to whatever I have chosen. So
is this work? Like you turn that, it'll
I can turn that. For instance, or maybe I show it with a delay. Let's go for the delay. So effects delay. Wait a minute. Modulation, no, I want a delay. Here's my delay. Let's go for whatever. I have a halo. So this is my delay. So then I have, for instance, my volume. there's another delay on top, which was a pre-delay. So
you,
now
you can have more than one delay.
yeah, yeah. So now there's nothing. So that's my delay volume.
Yeah. Great.
So I can set the time to.
Does it have tap tempo as well for the effects?
Yeah. Yeah, feedback, so I can do all this.
Wow, yeah. Ambient. Nice. For the end of the gig, right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah, so you'll be able to sign like a tap tempo
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
And all these foot switches here, they can hold presets or stomp mode effects or special functions.
Okay.
For example, at the moment I have like 2 presets on one switch here, the blue one, and when I press the same switch again, I'm getting a purple one, and these are actually 2 different amps, but in the same kind of style. That's whatever I program to the foot switch. That last foot switch at the moment does a couple of things. It is switching on my tube tape echo, which is in front of the amp, and then I set it to a lower volume when I press it again, and then it's off. Okay, so back to the loud one, lower volume, and when I press and hold it, I access the tuner mode.
Oh, you got a tuner. Let me see the tuner. Very important to have a tuner in there.
Yeah. So there's a tuner here, and you can also see it through the flap when the flap is closed.
Very clever.
And you can also see the foot switches turn red and green, depending. So
Right.
this is in tune. This is little flat. So
you can see it on stage very
Yeah.
clearly. Yeah.
yeah, I have like 2 information depending. This will always be seen, even in the brightest light. And the foot switches, it's a matter of how ugly it looks and how much information I get. At the moment, it works.
Feature request from me.
Yeah.
When you're in performance mode, when you're playing the gig and,
Yeah.
and the cover is closed,
Yeah.
still have the tuner active while you're playing. Always on tuner. Would that be something that'd be possible?
That's actually good. That's actually a good idea, but in that case, you don't have the mute function. Are you?
No, I'd want to hear it.
Ah, okay.
Like the Kemper, the Axe effects, they have the tuner's always visible the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, good input. That's only software. You know, I can still decide to do that, and I will have a system menu to choose from that.
Yes, I would like that. I'm
Yeah.
sure people in the comments will say they don't want that, but I would like that. So
Okay. Well, great for that input.
anyway, I'm impressed. You know, I've seen you do your live streams, updates, but to actually see it in person, to hear it in person, is awesome.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations on how far you've come. And can you? Can't wait. I mean, I guess this time next year
Yeah,
should be out, right?
it's there. It's there.
And yeah, so I believe it. So can you play us out, and we'll see you again next time.
You want some noise? Okay.